I'm delighted to be here today to share with you three people who have the most influence in my life. My grandmothers, my mothers, and my fathers. First, for my grandmothers, actually, I was fortunate to be raised by my parents and grandparents. But for my grandmothers in particular, play a crucial role in my upbringings. She was an amazing woman who suffered through many hardships in her life. Of these, she still keep the strong, optimistic, and loving attitudes. One of the values that my grandmother taught me was the importance of the hard work. She worked tirelessly through her life to provide to her families, and she always encouraged me to do the same. I still remember how she would wake up early every morning to tend to her gardens, cook meals for the families, and do the various chores around house. She would never complain about amount of the work she have to do. It was times where I struggling in school. I used to love learning, but I was going through a difficult times, and my grades was starting to slip. I was worried that I would let my parents and teachers down. I felt like giving up, but my grandmother would not allow me to do that. She sat me down and told me about all of the difficult she have to face in her life. uh how she have never give up in on her dreams. But she reminds me that if I am willing to work hard and persevere, I have the ability to achieve anything I want. Her work encouragements give me strength. I need to overcome my difficult and ultimately success. Looking back on my life, I realize the values my grandmother taught me have to shape the person I am today. Because of her, I believe that hard work is the key to achieving success. Uh, Secondly, I'm going to describe the second most influential person in my life. My mother, she was the ordinary woman who went through many hardships in my life. Always remind in humility. Humility is the value that inspired me most in her. My mother faced a lot of challenge in her life because he grew up in a poor families. She had to drop out of school at a very young age to help supporting her families. However, she never lost the passion for learning and always encouraged me to pursue my dreams. She worked hard, pride for our families and sacrifice her own need for others. Despite her many achievements, she never boasted about them. She remained humble and always put others first. So one story about to show my mother's humility is when we moved to the new communities. We have just settled into our new home when we neighbors come to greet us with gifts. Instead of accepting the gifts, my mother polite to decline and thank them for the kindness. She explained that we did not need any gifts and that their friendship was enough. It may seem like a small gesture, but it says a lot of about my mother characters. My mother humanities has profound impact on my life. It taught me to appreciate people over material possession and to treat everyone with kindness and respect. Regarding of other social status, it has to invest in my view of success instead of the definite success by wealthy or of characters. Not I define success by the impact I have on others and the positive difference I can make to the world. For the education, my mother's humility taught me to respect others and follow the rules. She always stressed the importance of the education and encouraged me to do the best in school. But she always taught me to be humble about my achievement and never look down on others who have the same opportunities. Thirdly, I will introduce the person who had the most proud impact on my life, my father. She told me about the importance of the family values. My father was a busy man, but he always made sure he has percent in our life. For example, she will often take us on family outings such as picnic or trips to the countryside. She would also encourage me to share our thoughts and feelings with him. Even if they were difficult to express, she would listen patiently and without judgment or criticisms. There is one of particular things that sticking up in my memories. When I was high school, I was have a problem with study and I was afraid I would fail the exam. I was ashamed to tell my father about my worries, so I kept them to myself. One day, my father noticed that I was different from my usual, and she asked me what's wrong. After many hesitation, I told him about my academic difficulties, thinking she would disappoint or angry with me. Instead, my father put his arm around me and say that some you don't have to be perfect. You just have to do your best, no matter what. I'm proud of you. This word is engagement means to the world me, and they give me a confidence to keep going. Uh, through this express and many other like this, I have learned that family is the most important things in life. It's not just about the birth ties, but about the bonds with the people who love and care about us. My family told me the family value include love, compassion, forgiveness, and support. This really have been the guiding principle of my life, and they have shaped my work with. That's all of me. Thank you, Aaron.